What's up, guys? On today's episode we're going to be taking a look at some depot headlights to replace these old glazed over factory ones. Let's take a look. Alright guys, first things first, let's crack open this box and see what the headlight comes in, how it was packaged and all that. Wasn't the best packaging, but she made it. It's not broken. Nice little plastic, keep from scratching on there. Let's get that plastic off now. So here they are out of the plastic. They look pretty nice, first impressions, you know. Nothing's broken on it. Look pretty good. Let's get them installed now. All right. First thing we're gonna do, go ahead and pop the hood. Well, don't mind the mess. When I was doing my timing belt, I didn't have a nice screw-on anti-spill funnel when I was filling this back up. Gave it a good couple burps and it splashed coolant all over the damn place, but it's not why we're here today. I'm gonna be getting rid of these. For some of those. I only opened one because honestly I'm a very impatient person. When these arrived I couldn't help myself. And I had to open one side at least to see what the hell was going on in there. Alright. So, to remove these headlights, there is a bracket that mounts to the frame underneath of the bumper. So we got to remove this nice front fascia plastic bumper piece. So let's get into that right now. All right, let's get this bumper piece off. Got to come in the fender well here. There is a bolt that sits right there. We're gonna take that guy off. We're gonna need to take this off around the edge. Basically just gonna separate the fender well on both sides. And we got the same bolts over here, kind of rubbing up against. Oh God, Jesus. The other one's up in here. Then, my car doesn't have any of those push clips left anymore, but you'll need to take these out if you have these. And then we got stuff we got to take off underneath here. Couple of those over there. This guy here. That one's missing, which I think is in my cup holder because I took it off to see what was going on with my headlights before. This is the problem, guy. This is the reason why I bought those new assemblies in the first place. We'll get to that in a second. Alright, so I'm going to start removing this front fascia here off the bumper. So let's get to it. Power tools are always nice. Helps if you got it going the right way. Once it seems like you got everything, it's gonna feel real bad. But gonna want to try and pop this inner fender liner loose from the bumper from the inside on both sides. All right, once you get the inner fenders off, hanging down here, like I said, it's gonna sound and feel terrible. It's gonna give it a pull. I like to start up at the tops here, where the front fascia meets the fenders. Just give it a good tug. Just kind of pop in. You start separating it. You start getting a gap. Kind of work your way so it's a little more even. And there it is. Nice and loose. Now you don't have to take it all the way off. All you have to do is just take it off enough. There's the bracket that sits here. It actually holds the headlight out. So without taking those off, you'll never get the headlight off. All right. So this is that inner fender I was talking about here. They got these clips that hook in to the actual bumper over here. You just basically got to break those loose. So this is free, so you're not tugging on it. And here's that bracket I was talking about. So you got the bolt here. This is the bracket, and it'll come around down into here. And if you can see, this bolt is what holds it on the other side, this nut and bolt here. And that'll be the same on the other side. So you got this bolt here. Here's that bracket. You follow it around. Comes behind the bumper here. Sits right in there. So that's the guy that we're going to be taking off. The reason you got to take those off is if you see in here, this little raised part here actually is what helps retain the headlight housings in. Then on the top side, we'll have this one here. There's a little cover. Let's go ahead and pop that off. And then another bolt and nut here. Same with this side. Pop off the cover. We'll be taking that guy off right there. I'm going to start by taking off these top ones here. All right. Next, there's a couple ones in here. we just need to get these last ones right up here. Don't worry about this guy. It's got a cutout in the actual bracket, so you don't need to take that one off. All right. And this whole bracket here should come right off. Like to lay them on the same side, that way you don't get mixed up. All right, let's get these headlights out now, huh? All right, now, next thing we're gonna wanna do, a little tab here, this little tab here. Fuck. All right. Missed a step. There is one last nut bolt on the side of the fender here. I'll show you on the other side. So next to where those bracket bolts were, there is this little black one right here. That is actually holding this part of the lens assembly to the frame. All right. So you're gonna wanna disconnect the lights where you can. If it's easier, you can pull the headlight out just a little bit. Just so you can get your hand in there, see what's going on. All right, yeah. Here is part of the reason I'm switching these. This was my OEM fix until I could get the new headlight housings. Usually you have to turn this to get it out, but mine graciously had melted that housing so nothing would stay in there. And if you can see in there, the actual reflector itself has been broken and or burned and or melted. That's why I got these new housings in the first place. All right, number 2. Now we have both headlights out. Time to put the new ones in. Go ahead and put the brackets back on after you get the assemblies put in. Worst part. Here's the new headlights out in the sun. There's a night and day difference between the two. It's a pretty quick install. Probably took maybe an hour to do. They definitely looked more smoked out in the sunlight than they did when it was parked in the garage still. But yeah. Let's say you take the headlights out, put new ones in. Thanks for watching, guys.